How to inspire others? If you have ever thought of inspiring someone, maybe subordinate, maybe someone in your family who is junior to you and who you want to achieve more than you have achieved, then it is very simple to inspire anyone you know. The basic fundamental of inspiring is giving them a motive, a goal bigger than themselves. For me, the goal is self improvement, daily improvement. I have to improve myself daily. I'm not improving on all aspects of my life, but I am improving on some important aspects right now. The aspects might change with time, but these improvements should continue. If you think that inspiration comes from just within, my friend, let me be very clear with you. In my observation, I have noted that inspiration does not come from within without an external motivation. You have to be the motivation for that someone. Maybe your younger sibling, maybe your children, maybe anyone you know who you want to inspire or motivate. First, you have to motivate them. First, you have to show them the goal that they can achieve. First, you have to set a bar high enough so that they think, oh, is this possible? Or does he or she is lying? If you can set a bar so high that they confuse it with dream or goal, then they can be inspired very easily. They will be inspired from within. But first, you have to give them external motivation. You have to give them a push to let the wheel rolling. Let Wheel rolling is a very simple example that we have seen in our lives. First example is any two-wheeler, even cycle, when it is stationary, is difficult to move. You have to balance a lot of things. But when the wheel starts rolling, you don't have to balance anything. It continues to balance itself. Similar to cars, if you had any diesel car or petrol car that lost its charge in the battery and you have to push start it, then you might have noted, like I pushed a car of someone near a mall. So there was a family and they were struggling to push. So I pushed it. Initially, it was very difficult to push because there is static friction, and static friction is always greater than moving or rolling or sliding friction. Always greater than that. So when I overcame that static friction with push, ultimately the car started rolling. After just one or two rounds of the tire, it was so easy to push. It felt like it is moving on its own power. And then it starts. If you have never done it, you might try it. This is now required with even new time technology bikes as well, because the kickstart is being removed. So if you have to start it without the self start button, then you have to push it. This example is very prominent in sharing what push or motivation means. Motivation or push is just to get the thing started. When it starts rolling, then inspiration or the internal engine can manage it very well. You don't have to push them for their life, but you have to push them to think that this goal is achievable, that the dream that they had, the dream you have, is achievable by them. And this can only be done by the confidence that you portray in them, not in yourself. If you portray confidence in your skills, then you will not be inspiring them. You have to put all your confidence and strength into them. You have to acknowledge and push them to achieve a lot more. than they think they can. So, concluding my thoughts here by simply saying that if you think that you have to inspire someone, then give them a very simple example. Give them the example of any rich person or any freedom fighter or any big leader, and they might not relate to it. But if you give them example of someone they know, maybe yourself, tell them when you felt weak, tell them when you felt like giving up, explain to them how you overcame it, and then most of them might think that you are weak or not take you seriously, but because they never felt and understood the assignment that you are assigning them, but the few that are able to see and understand what you are telling them will be so inspired, so motivated by the stories you tell them about your life or about someone's life that they know closely. They will be inspired. I promise you that.